Just as the federal EV tax credit was changing, a new law has been announced that could completely reshape the EV market and put a new electric car in your driveway for thousands of dollars less. This is a massive deal. For years, we've been tracking the ups and downs of electric vehicle incentives, which have often felt like a complicated moving target. One minute a car qualifies, the next minute it doesn't. But today, September 19th, 2025, the landscape has shifted dramatically once again, with the finalization of the rules from the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, or OBER, which was signed into law back in July. This new legislation has created a very specific and very urgent window of opportunity for anyone even remotely considering an EV. The core of this news is simple. The government wants to get more Americans into electric cars, but it's putting a firm deadline on its most generous offer yet. This isn't just a minor tweak to the existing system. It's a total overhaul designed to supercharge domestic manufacturing while giving consumers one last big push to go electric. The result is a powerful but temporary incentive that could save you a significant amount of money, up to $7,500 on a new EV, $4,000 on a used one. And the best part? For the first time, you might be able to get that discount instantly, right at the dealership instead of waiting for tax season. It's a fascinating development, and we need to talk about it. Quick montage of news anchors discussing the EV incentive story. This new framework is designed to be both a carrot and a stick. The carrot is the immediate, substantial savings that makes the often higher sticker price of an EV much more palatable. The stick, however, is the hard expiration date of September 30th, 2025. That's right, in less than 2 weeks, this entire program is set to vanish. This creates an unprecedented sense of urgency for potential buyers. It's a high-stakes countdown that will likely cause a rush to dealerships and put immense pressure on both supply chains and consumers to act fast. This isn't just another policy update, it's a limited-time event that could define the auto market for the rest of the year. So, what does this all mean for the average car buyer? It means that if you've been on the fence about buying an electric vehicle, now is the time to pay very close attention. The next few days could determine whether you save thousands of dollars on your next car purchase. Over the course of this deep dive, we're going to break down exactly what this new law entails, which cars qualify, who is eligible to receive the credit, and precisely how you can claim it before it's gone for good. This is one of the biggest stories in the automotive world right now, and understanding the quirks and features of this new law is absolutely critical. All right, let's get into the specifics, because the details are everything. The centerpiece of the updated incentive program is the continuation of the tax credit of up to $7,500 for a qualifying new clean vehicle. This is the big number everyone talks about. But there's also a significant credit for used EVs, up to $4,000 or 30% of the sale price, whichever is less. This is huge because it makes the rapidly growing second-hand EV market much more accessible. The key takeaway here: both new and used buyers have a major financial incentive to act, but only if they meet a strict set of criteria laid out by the government. One of the most important provisions, and the one causing all the commotion, is the expiration date. The One Big Beautiful Bill Act has set a hard deadline, September 30th, 2025. After this date, the federal tax credits for new and used electric vehicles will go away completely. This is a much earlier sunset than anyone had anticipated. This accelerated timeline changes everything. It transforms the EV purchase from a casual consideration into an urgent mission. The government is essentially firing a starting gun for a 10-day sprint to the dealership, and the finish line is a massive discount. Beyond the dollar amounts and the deadline, the law doubles down on a major policy goal: boosting American manufacturing. To qualify for the full $7,500 credit, a vehicle must not only be assembled in North America, but it must also meet increasingly stringent requirements for where its battery components are sourced and manufactured. This is a direct evolution from the rules set by the Inflation Reduction Act. The government is using this credit to pressure automakers into moving their supply chains away from foreign countries and back to the United States, or its key trading partners. This has created a clear divide between automakers who are prepared and those who are not. Finally, the law introduces a few other interesting quirks. While the EV credit is the star of the show, the OBER also created a new car loan interest tax deduction of up to $10,000 annually. This sounds great, but in reality, it's expected to benefit only a small fraction of buyers due to its complex eligibility rules. More importantly for our purposes, the law solidifies the option for buyers to transfer their credit directly to the dealer. This means you can get your $7,500 discount taken directly off the sticker price, turning the tax credit into an immediate rebate. This is a game changer for buyers who don't want to wait a year to see their savings. A look back at the old system. To truly appreciate the significance of these new rules, we have to look back. The previous system, largely shaped by the Inflation Reduction Act. Now for the most important question, do you actually qualify? There are strict income and vehicle price caps you have to meet. These rules are designed to ensure the incentives go to middle-class families, and not to the ultra-wealthy buying six-figure luxury EVs. So let's break down the numbers. To claim the credit for a new EV, your modified adjusted gross income, or MAGI, cannot exceed $300,000 for married couples filing jointly, $225,000 for heads of household, $150,000 for all other filers. These are the exact same income limits as under the previous IRA rules. The vehicle itself also has to fall under a specific price ceiling. The manufacturer's suggested retail price, or MSRP, cannot be more than $80,000 for vans. MSRP cannot be more than $80,000 for sport utility vehicles. MSRP cannot be more than $80,000 for pickup trucks. For all other vehicles like sedans, the cap is lower, $55,000. For hatchbacks, the cap is also $55,000. It's very important to note this is based on the MSRP, not the final price you pay after dealer markups or add-ons. The government uses the price on the window sticker to determine eligibility, so check that figure carefully before you sign. These price caps effectively target the mainstream market and exclude high-end models from brands like Porsche, Lucid, top-tier Teslas. For the used EV credit, the rules are a bit different but just as strict. The income limits are $150,000 for married couples, $112,500 for heads of household, $75,000 for individuals. This is intended to help lower-income buyers get into an electric vehicle. The vehicle itself must have a sale price of $25,000 or less. With these tightened rules, especially when it comes to battery sourcing and North American assembly, the list of eligible vehicles has become a lot more exclusive. The automakers who invested early in domestic supply chains are now reaping the rewards. They are the winners in this new legislative landscape. Unsurprisingly, American brands like Tesla, Ford, General Motors, many of their popular models were already compliant or close, expected to keep full eligibility for the $7,500 credit until the deadline. That's a massive competitive advantage. For example, Tesla Model Y, certain versions of the Model 3 assembled in Texas, assembled in California. Tesla has localized battery supply. Similarly, Mustang Mach-E F50, Lightning, both built in North America. General Motors is another major player, Ultium battery platform. Chevrolet Blazer, EV Equinox, EV Cadillac. Lyric, assembled domestically, increasingly using locally sourced battery materials. These automakers could see a huge surge in sales over the next 10 days. So, here we are, in the final days of the most significant EV incentive program this country has ever seen. What does this whirlwind of legislative changes, tight deadlines, complex rules actually mean for you, the everyday car buyer? In the simplest terms, it means you are facing a massive but fleeting opportunity. The new law has created a perfect storm, a generous, instant discount, a brutally short deadline. This is designed to trigger a massive wave of EV adoption. And if you're in the market for a new car, you're standing right in the middle of it. The next 10 days are critical. Ultimately, this law is a call to action. If you meet the income requirements and have been considering an electric vehicle from a brand that qualifies, there has never been a better or more urgent time to buy. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to verify your eligibility, research the qualifying models. Check if you are eligible today.